All right, welcome to the party. This is the Hero Benefits Network certification brought to you by the Hero Benefits Network. We are a nonprofit 501c3 that generates down payment assistance and relocation grants for America's most respected public servants. Taking a quick peek at how it works, the employee comes in and registers for the benefits from the Police Benevolent Association or the Fraternal Order of Police. Maybe it's a hospital district employee, or you can get the idea. It could be a teacher from the teachers union. But as the heroes come in through that red arrow, they jump over to our realtor referral partners nationwide. And the reason you're here today is to get certified and realtor referral ready, meaning that we're going to be sending referrals out to agents across the country. We need to put you on the map and get you trained up on how to do a 3-step process there on the right-hand side of your screen. General wants and needs analysis, vetting a hero for purchasing power against red flags, making sure that they're ready, willing, and able to purchase a home, and then to extend a relocation grant offer to the hero, which is an amount of money that they would get if they're scheduling a upcoming purchase of a home or the sale of a home to relocate to another neighborhood. The last step to our process is a pre-qualification and purchase referral to a local mortgage professional so that we can get that down payment assistance or relocation grant voucher written for the hero. So you could see this is a well-oiled machine helping teachers, coaches, professors, faculty at the school think about sworn officers at the police department, but also think about those civilian employees at the police department, sheriff's office, and highway patrol. You can go on into the Federal Bureau of Investigation, the CIA, the DEA, and I think the most lucrative area that we've been working for the past year is hospital district employees, doctors, and nurses. So we're excited to show you how these folks never have to repay the down payment assistance and relocation grants. They never run out, so there's always funds available. And we think we're in the middle of curing, or at least helping, the affordable housing crisis that's severely affecting essential employees across the country. Now, we're the one and only nonprofit. We are the one and only nonprofit, so we do not charge realtors to participate in our program. You can accept referrals and pay a standard referral fee without paying any fixed monthly fees or any sign-up fees. And to my knowledge, we're the only network in the world that does that, free for the realtors to participate and participate in transaction volume without paying any fees whatsoever to us. We do charge fees for the mortgage companies, we do charge fees for the title companies, and we upgrade realtors to exclusive geographic territories if they want to further their commitment to the network and take on a county or a state with us. Some large brokerages, some real estate teams might upgrade to become the exclusive team for a particular area, but that is not a requirement of our program. You can join our program free from any charge and participate in transaction volume. So you get to test the waters, if you will. But imagine you had 6 or 8 buyers running around with these vouchers. These vouchers are like the golden handcuffs or the loyalty guardrails that you've been looking for. Meaning I meet a teacher in August of 2023 and they don't end up buying a house until September of 2024. That's potentially a long time to keep a client loyal and interested. No matter how strong of a CRM you have, no matter how strong of a follow-up procedure you have, it's easy to imagine and it's easy to remember how many buyers and sellers fell through the cracks and failed to consummate a transaction with you after a good, healthy pre-qual, meeting them at an open house, or even having an ad or a lead come in. Sometimes we make a strong relationship with someone and then it's 3, 4, 5, 6 months, and then they're just sucked out and back into Zillow, they're sucked back out into realtor.com or out there shopping and they meet another realtor. So what these relocation grants and down payment assistance programs are so good at doing is kind of corralling the loyalty of the consumer centered around a benefit. What's in it for them? $9,700. That's what's in it for them. If they're listing a house and buying another one, it could be up to $10,000 for a relocation grant. So I like to say we have the easiest job in real estate because all we're doing is giving away money, down payment assistance money, relocation grants money. And realtors tend to confuse this because they've been exposed to programs like Homes for Heroes that are kind of like for-profit juggernaut mechanisms where they got to pay a couple $1,000s to even play ball with them, and then they've got to invest their own money, and there's no real referrals coming out of it. There's no philanthropy aspect to what they're doing. Instead, Hero Benefits Network really ties the philanthropy and the purpose with your residential real estate career. So we're excited about it. I want to get personal for just a minute. I've been a realtor since 1986. Probably the most ambitious kid you ever met, coming in out of the 80s where Donald Trump's The Art of the Deal was published, and we were all gung-ho about getting into residential real estate so we could make a fortune. That type of ambition leads to a lot of stress and a lot of anxiety. When I was a young man, my brother was a Marine, my nephew was a Marine, my dad was a cop, my grandfather was a Army man, and all these family members, teachers, this is just incredible to see the service orientation of my family. And then here I am, this greedy bastard realtor out making a fortune from 1986 to maybe 1992, 1994, when things were starting to really kill it for us. We opened up the first Exit Realty franchise in Southeast Florida. We were a new brand back in the early days, and we grew that brokerage to over 1,300 realtors. We were doing as many as 350 transactions a month for Exit Realty Corp International. We were by far their number one brokerage from a standpoint of volume, transaction volume, agent count, listing acquisition. We were number one in their system for many, many years. And then something happened. I got involved with a direct mail guru named Dan Kennedy, and he absolutely put me on the map. We're going to talk a little bit about putting you on the map here today, but I got involved in some high volume direct mail systems. And remember, I flirted with the idea of anxiety and ambition, and how those two resources, ambition and anxiety, drive almost a workaholic. And what the direct mail systems did for me is they gave me the structure necessary to forward my listing inventory without the stress and without that day-to-day prospecting. It was very, very anxiety driven to call expireds, for sale by owners, and get all that rejection every single day. And when I stumbled upon these direct mail systems and how I could acquire listings at mass, like literally dozens and dozens of listings a month, that's when my life completely changed. And I'd say that the Miracle Letter and a few other systems that we employed really put us on the map and got us out traveling the world, teaching realtors and working with realtors. Whenever you're able to take dozens and dozens of listings a month, you become very, very popular. So we created a company called Works Partner, where we were able to introduce the Miracle Letter to thousands of realtors across the country. And then what we found is that once they got the inquiries, they didn't have the necessary listing presentation skills to take the listing from inquiry to an actual listing in the MLS. So we added some education to help them build a bulletproof listing presentation. So as our gift to you, anybody who signs up for Hero Benefits Network will have access to the Miracle Letter, which is a licensed trademark letter that helps produce listing inquiries. And then over time, we can introduce you to the bulletproof listing appointment or the bulletproof listing presentation to help you kind of comprehend how timing of each conversation is so vital. How do you storyboard the conversation with your seller so that the inquiry that comes in from the miracle letter transitions from the inquiry to an actual listing appointment? And then how does the listing appointment flow? And what do you do during the listing appointment? All those things are crucial to the success of Works Partner and our real estate partners across the country. We also host with our mortgage partners nationally REO opportunities where we gift you our list of asset managers and teach you the content of the asset manager applications, teach you how to leverage good letters of reference, personal reference, and or experience to impress the asset managers when you're making your applications. One of our most popular programs nationally is our real estate staging expert designation. That is a free program. Remember, I told you there is no cost to participate in the staging expert designation, the pet-friendly real estate agent, or our essential employee relocation company, which is what we're talking to you about today. The idea that we can help teachers, firefighters, and police officers, and doctors and nurses to navigate the relocation from one employer to another employer. A lot of the work that we do with realtors helps mortgage bankers build their relationships to realtors. And the final chapter of my career is a 501c3 called Hero Benefits Network, which helps curate and coordinate these down payment assistance programs for realtors all over the country. So if you're stuck below your income goals, please consider a couple of actions that I would recommend. Send me an email. I always respond. I don't have, there's a lot of people, but I will always respond to somebody that emails me their written goals and plans to achieve them. It's something that has become a staple in my life to understand the goals of other people and how I can help them achieve them. So if you would do me the honor of sending me your written goals and plans to achieve them, we'll be off to one important step. I gave this book to my daughter for Christmas this year. I've given it to my son. I've given it to every young person that I work with, and I would give it to every old person that I work with. So read Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. If you want to understand the power of your creative imagination and deepening your desire to grow your wealth or grow your production in real estate, read Think and Grow Rich. Number 3, test this out. Invest $20 in some stamps. Send out 20 handwritten notes to the nursing supervisor or the hospital district HR director. And when you send out these handwritten notes, I'm going to tell you exactly what to write in them. I like to use blue ink on a handwritten envelope, and I like to send out little handwritten notes to my HR directors across my county. You can text Russ or Randy. We will conduct the HR consultations. You don't have to know what to say when the HR director calls you back. We will make the presentation on your behalf using perk plans and the down payment assistance and relocation grants to get the attention of the HR director. And we're happy to do those for you at no cost and no obligation to you whatsoever. We're not going to charge you any money to do those HR consultations. But our goal is to teach, train, and coach you so that you can do your own consultations down the road. But we're happy to do them with you. And then last but not least, if you want some advice, we believe in weekly meetings. Not everybody can attend every weekly meeting, but you can attend mortgage. If you're a mortgage banker, you can attend Mortgage Mondays. If you're a title company, you can attend Title Tuesdays. And if you're a realtor, we do a realtor workshop every Wednesday at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. And we add in things like book clubs and teaching you how to effectively navigate those HR directors things. And these are all free services, by the way, because we are a nonprofit called Hero Benefits Network. We provide down payment assistance and relocation grants, and all these are free services of the Hero Benefits Network. Probably the most important business lesson I learned in residential real estate was spend a dime, make a dollar. Once I could leverage dimes into dollars, everything about residential real estate changed, whether it was the miracle letter or making applications with REO asset managers or even geographic farming. When you come into every situation with a spend a dime, make a dollar mentality, you don't fall prey to every whimsical offering with Zillow or Realtor.com or some new technology that you're trying to embrace. A lot of the salespeople that are in those industries come at you and say, "Hey, all you need to do is one deal and it pays for itself." And I don't like to think that way. I like to think if I'm going to invest $1,200 or some time into something, I need to see 10 times the amount of money I invested back as a direct result of the money I invested. And I can tell you that when mortgage bankers and title companies and real estate agents do take exclusive territories with us, we use that spend a dime, make a dollar mentality to help form our contributions that our companies are making to us. So Randy Nemiroff, Kerry Fitzpatrick, and Russ Fitzpatrick are the national sales directors from the Hero Benefits Network. And now let's talk about where the money comes from. Let's talk about this for just a minute. There's a factor, 0.011. Just multiply the price towards 0.011 and you get the factor. That's the down payment assistance table funding factor, about $3,450 to the hero on a $300,000 purchase, about $4,600 on a $400,000 purchase, and up to $5,750 if they're buying a $500,000 home, which that used to be extraordinary, right? But the median home in America is $408 now. The median home in the United States is $408. So imagine, the median being almost $4,600 in the pocket of the hero just for buying a home that they were already going to buy. So 0.011 is the factor. You can do that math anytime to figure out how much money the hero is going to get from Hero Benefits Network. Now, relocation grants are listing tools. We call it the listing magnet. And it creates substantial savings for an essential employee who's retiring or relocating in the same line of work. We offer the hero 0.0075 on the one that they're selling, and we offer them additional 0.011 on the one that they're buying. So that becomes an extraordinary down payment assistance or helping with moving costs, or helping with their closing costs. And one of the most important ways that we've seen heroes use these funds is lately in buying down their rate, by paying a point to buy down their interest rate so that they could save $100 a month every month for the next 30 years, or different ideas that we can share with them to do a buy down of their interest rate to make the house more affordable using our dollars to do that. It's an exciting time to be a Hero Benefits Network realtor. And this is our second full year in business. So when I say welcome to the party, I'm talking about transaction volume, relationships to associations that drive leads to us every day. We get inbound inquiries every day, which was not happening a year ago. But to be very, very clear, your money that you're going to pay us in a referral fee is the money that we give back to the hero. So there's a referral fee that's collected from the realtor. The minimum donation that a realtor can make is a 25% referral fee. And when they pay the referral fee, we turn that money back around to the hero. So we're going to take about $1,000 lender credit from the mortgage company. We're going to take a minimum of 25% of the gross commission from the realtor associate as a referral fee. And then we're going to take about $500 from the title company. And we combine those three donations to the nonprofit and we turn them back around to the hero. And you'll learn more about this. But we think that the vouchers and the down payment assistance program is the golden guardrails that hold your sales funnel together. Imagine Top of funnel lead comes in. It's a surgeon. He's transferring into the hospital district in Lee County. He's needing to go out and buy a house, so he registers with Hero Benefits Network. That surgeon gets referred to one of our agents, or maybe you referred them to us. Regardless, the hero is the center point of the transaction, right? So then the real estate agent takes it, sends it down to a in-network HBN mortgage banker, sends it down to the in-network HBN title agency, and then we fund the transaction. What happens then is we receive these donations, either table funded, meaning the donations are made at the closing, or they send those donations to us and we turn it around and fund the grant back to the heroes. So exciting times for you to have 100 vouchers out there in the community where teachers, firefighters, police officers, doctors, and nurses are all running around with your Hero Benefits Network down payment assistance and relocation vouchers. This is a very serious conversation for me because the homeownership affordability crisis has affected people in my family. A teacher from Broward County had to move to Georgia to get out of the crisis of affordability. And if you see the red ink on this map, you see where essential employees are being forced to leave communities that they've lived in for years and move to more affordable communities. You know, I like to joke that the Hallmark Network movies, those Christmas movies that they do, are always about a big city executive moving to a small town, right? And in reality, that's what we're doing. You know, net domestic migration from county to county is an observation that any of us can make. And you can see that people are leaving Miami and moving up to Alachua. People are leaving San Francisco and moving to Idaho. People are leaving Los Angeles and moving to New Mexico or Arkansas. And it's true that the population density in the New England states is shrinking, and those people are becoming halfbacks and moving halfway back down the country to those mid-Atlantic states or those beautiful areas of the Carolinas, Tennessee, and you could see that blue ink burgeoning and growing from the domestic migration of these essential employees. Where the worm really turns for you as a realtor is when you start to promote the down payment assistance program to the Police Benevolent Association in your area. This is an accessible group of professionals. There's an association. You can advertise to them on social media and or in their private printed materials. When we are adopted by the firefighters union, they will typically help spread the good word about your down payment assistance and relocation grants. So you become sort of a part of their environment. You're a part of their operating environment. At the Veterans of Foreign War, you know, there's an association of veterans that's very accessible through the VFW or the American Legion. And these pockets, these niches, you've heard the term, the riches are in the niches, right? You've heard that forever in residential real estate, that the riches are in the niches. Well, one of the best niches I can ever think of for repeat and referral business and longevity in the residential real estate space is the teachers union or the firefighters union or the Police Benevolent Association. These are groups of people that are employed, have typically better than average credit, and need to buy a home in and near the communities that they serve. Or some of them you're going to find are in the drop program for retirement and they're looking to double dip their pension and move out of the community that they've served for 15 or 20 years and move into a new community to serve. And that's where you come in with those relocation grants. So, you know, I've been a realtor my whole life. You saw those pictures of me as a young kid back in the 80s peddling real estate down in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Yeah, hi, my name's Russ. I'm with Remax. Or, hi, my name's Russ. I'm the benefits director for the Hero Benefits Network. We're a nonprofit helping first responders with homeownership. We provide down payment assistance and relocation grants for teachers in Broward County. Could we set up 15 minutes aside next week so we can show you how we can attract and keep the best teachers through homeownership? Trust me, your HR directors know exactly what we're talking about. And of course, I had a job at Remax, but my purpose, the purpose-driven life that I led in residential real estate was because my dad was a cop, my wife was a teacher, my grandfather was a veteran from World War II and Korea, by the way, and we were a military family, but I wasn't gonna go to Paris Island and become a Marine. So the best way I could serve this purpose was to offer special terms and conditions to America's most respected public servants. And that's gave me a great sense of pride and purpose in my career. And I want to extend that pride and purpose to you. One of the easiest things we can do together, and I challenged you to think about this in one of the earlier slides. In the portal that we're going to gift you, there's a letter, just a 4 sentences. It's just a letter. Let me expand it for you so you can read it. It says, Captain Harris, help with housing is available to your sworn officers and civilian employees. These funds never have to be repaid. We gift law enforcement officers and other essential employees up to $10,000 to help with down payment, relocation, and or closing costs. We offer free online registration at theherobenefitsnetwork.org, and because I am the local benefits director, we could distribute vouchers and information at the station. Together, we can address the homeownership affordability crisis for law enforcement officers. Signed, 501c3 nonprofit Hero Benefits Network. And I can tell you from doing it both ways, the nonprofit versus the for-profit mechanism, because if you were ever with Homes for Heroes or you were ever with Remax trying to do something in the law enforcement world, it's a lubricant to advance your cause that you're associated with a nonprofit. You get free speaking space, you get free ad space. A lot of organizations will give you free advertisement to their community because you're a legitimate nonprofit. So I'm going to spend just a few minutes showing you what we show our heroes, and then we'll wrap up for the time, our first time together. We are a 501c3. We raise money through charitable partners. We raise money through corporate vendors, and we provide down payment assistance and relocation grants to America's most respected public servants. Our partner companies already include, remember I told you this is the beginning of our second year as a nonprofit. I'm proud to say we've got Remax agents, EXP agents, Keller Williams agents, Caldwell Banker agents, Century 28 Exit Realty agents, and Cross Country Mortgage, just to name a few of the largest companies in America that are already using the Hero Benefits Network to forward their relationship with heroes and essential employee relocation. We also partner with Perk Plans, which is a backbone of Hero Benefits Network now. The Perk Plans organization allows us to provide many other benefits besides purchase and relocation benefits. And then Works Partner is our education partner, which was my company that we ran for many, many years, and has banks, mortgage bankers, mortgage brokers, and real estate agents working together in the Works Partnership program. We do financial wellness podcasts, big fan of the Rise and Elevate podcast, and we're always sharing best practices through our KETA coaching program that happens once a week. What heroes qualify, you ask? Military and veterans, firefighters, healthcare, law enforcement. Go deep with educators into the coaches and faculty of colleges, private schools, universities, union members at the MICA or at the Teamsters Union, government employees, nonprofits, and don't forget about your ambulance drivers, your EMS and EMT, emergency medical technicians that run around saving lives every day. You can find a full comprehensive list of which employees qualify at herobenefitsnetwork.org. Let's talk about the Hero Rewards real quick. It's not just about real estate. There are daily perks from our Perk Plans partner for deeply discounted, or even I know of some systems that give away free tickets or deeply discounted tickets to concerts and sporting events to heroes. Save on appliances and household items, exclusive savings from the largest companies in America like Disney and Home Depot and Lowe's. Help with home ownership? Yes. We're going to use our funds to help the hero with their down payment or allow us to pay all or a portion of their closing costs. Use our funds to buy down their mortgage interest rate so that they can get a little bit of a more affordable mortgage payment, but they didn't have to write that 1% discount point. We were able to gift them 0.011 to get that discount point if that's where they want to invest that money. But that just helped with home ownership. On relocation, this is when a hero is selling a house and moving to another neighborhood. Our realtors provide concierge level service and commitment and have an experienced planner on their side to help with the relocation. We offer real estate, lifestyle, and job search assistance in their new community to help guide them to the new community that they want to serve. And of course, we provide up to $10,000 towards relocation and moving expenses. This is not a loan. HBN grants never have to be repaid. It doesn't affect their credit or their mortgage viability in any way. The only thing we ask is that you register your hero with us before you promise the funds, because we have to coordinate it properly through our mortgage and title partners. So the hero must be registered as a member of the network, and the agent can register their prospects right at herobenefitsnetwork.org. Then afterwards, after they're registered, we're going to issue a signed down payment assistance or relocation grant with a figure on the document. So I want you to know that this has been the number one listing tool for me for 37 years. Retiring heroes, retiring nurses, teachers, coaches, firefighters, EMT, and law enforcement need to move. When they retire, there's a huge group every year that comes out of the system, and I've found about a third of them are going to move in the first year or two after they retire. So they're a fantastic magnet for listings once you get into this community. I want you to think about this like cultivating a farm area over time. It's not that you just spit out a flyer to the police department and you retire. You want to be consistent as you would be in a geographic farm area where you're seeing your materials delivered to the station every month, and that you're maybe in their newsletter and you start to maybe be featured in a banner ad on their internal community communications. And if they're active on social media, you should be active on social media in their community so that you can establish a strong reputation and a loyal following inside of the Hero Network. To register a prospect, simply go to herobenefitsnetwork.org, click the Hero registration link on the left-hand drop-down menu, and you'll fill out the registration form for them, or they can fill it out with you. Either way, it's important that you use that. How has the Hero Benefits Network been so successful for so long? I want to tell you that story. I started in '86, started a law enforcement appreciation program when I was at RE/MAX. I incorporated the Hero Home Source organization back in the early parts of 2000, and we helped brokers and agents all across the country work within the Hero Home Source mechanism. And in 2023, we rebranded and qualified for the first time in 35 years as a nonprofit, 501c3. So this opened up a whole new world of reciprocity for us. You could call it a gimmick. I call it karma. I call it good business. If we're able to build a relationship with all of the doctors in a hospital district, all of the nurses in a hospital district, all of the teachers in a school board, this is fantastic business and a loyal following from what becomes a socioeconomic farm rather than a geographic farm. And I want to use that analogy one more time. You guys have all been taught to farm subdivisions, but what if you started to farm a group of employees? Could the HR director help you promote your own services to their audience? That's what we found at the Hero Benefits Network. So let's talk about Portal and Next Steps, and let's start to wrap up. Portal and Next Steps, we will put you on the map of essential employee relocation for free. You don't have to pay any money whatsoever to make it on the relocation and referral map. All you do is click on this QR code to become certified referral ready. If you're going to participate without any monthly fees, you're going to agree to a 30% referral fee. If you ever decide to take a private zip code and you want to be the exclusive representative inside of that zip code, then your referral fee goes down to 25%. So remember at the beginning, I told you that every realtor in the country can participate for free as long as they agree to a 30% referral fee. If you choose to ever upgrade to a zip code, you pay $129 a month, and that zip code is yours exclusively. No other realtor would be able to be an HBN representative in that zip code. So it's like buying a mini franchise, really. So we give you a reduced referral fee if you end up taking a zip code. But that is not a requirement. You can dip your toe into the network, put you on the map, as long as you agree to a 30% referral fee. The MLOs have to agree to a $1,000 lender credit, and the title companies have to agree to at least a $500 down payment assistance or relocation grant donation. But essentially, if you fill out this brief form, you will go on the map on herobenefitsnetwork.org, and you will be available for inbound referrals. Our hope is that this becomes more important than that to you, and that you might actually start to cross-pollinate and collaborate with our mortgage professionals and our title agencies to promote this to the Hero Benefits Network. So if you want detailed instructions on how you can promote yourself to those essential employees, if you want to host essential employee relocation workshops, we'll do them with you. We will come in and do them with you. We'll give you the marketing materials. We'll give you the presentation materials, and we'll even do a portion or all of the essential employee relocation workshops for you. And if you want to join our Key to Coaching community with other real estate professionals from across the country, we'll help share best practices and what's working across the Hero Benefits nation. So click on that QR code to get certified realtor referral ready, and we will put you on the map. I'll leave this screen up for a little while so you can sign up today, be the hero of the heroes, and join the Hero Benefits Network. Thank you very much for your time and attention.